What's going on, guys? It's Silver Seeker. However, today, guys, you can call me Gold Seeker because as you see in my hand, we are talking about gold. Now, guys, very quickly, I just want to say before we get into this video, if you like videos about gold and silver, numismatic and coin related content, as well as maybe coin roll hunting, make sure you subscribe before we get going so you don't miss out on any future videos. All right, guys, anyway, specifically, we want to talk about gold today, and I'm holding in my hand right here, this is a 2002 W Gold Eagle. This is a half-ounce Gold Eagle. As you can see, it's NGC certified as PF70 Ultra Cameo. And, you know, I want to talk about not only where gold is today as far as the price is concerned, but where I think it's going to be in the near future. And also, I want to touch on the fact that a lot of people are concerned that gold is in a bubble right now. I've actually heard that talked about more and more, even though, you know, what a lot of analysts think, not only is it not in a bubble, but it's looking very strong. We're on the another leg of a bull run, which there's some analysts that have crazy expectations, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And, you know, some are a lot more conservative, like I am, about the precious metal gold. Is gold in a bubble? Let's be honest, it's a pretty valid question. I mean, it has been sitting at record highs for the past couple of weeks, and outside of a few dips, and that's dips are basically where there's some profit taking, where you have investors that are taking money back out of the market. You know, if they bought gold at 18 and now it's at 1980, they're like, all right, well, hey, let's take our profit out. So you have some dips from profit taking. Outside of that, it's showing like really solid strength. In fact, it's literally, guys, just this morning, and just so you know, I'm recording this on August 3rd, 2020, gold hit a new record high of $1,983.70 before it took a minor dip to where it is currently sitting at $1,977.10. So that would make something like this here literally almost $1,000 worth of gold, just this little coin. It's really crazy to think about. But, you know, the thing about it is there are some very optimistic predictions for gold in the market right now, with the majority of people, myself included, seeing gold breaking through the 2,000 ounce barrier before the end of the month. And honestly, I think it's going to be even sooner than that. And there's also crazy calls from people like Jim Rickards that you can see on Kitco that think gold, they think gold is going to be $15,000 by the end of 2025. Now, for the record, before we chat any more about this, I think people like Jim are crazy, and Jim himself, to be honest with you, is heavily invested in gold. So of course he's going to talk about it insanely positively, because it's in his best interest. I mean, trust me, he wants everyone to be overly excited about the metal because he knows that overenthusiastic investors will cause the price to rise on speculative buying. And of course he wants that, because then he'll be able to sell his gold for even more money than he can right now, if you have a lot of investors that are excited about the product, about the metal, and you know, they will buy into it, causing the price to rise up even higher. But like I said, I think he's crazy. It's really, honestly though, if you think about it, it's even in my best interest, because even though I'm much more realistic, I want it to go higher, and trust me, I do. I'm not going to mislead people into thinking that you'll see gold at some astronomical number anytime soon. Certainly not by 2025. At least that's my opinion. Now, of course, in the current market, you know, political spectrum right now, with the new election coming up, and you know, there's a lot of uncertainty with COVID. I mean, I guess that is a possibility. But again, I don't think that you're going to see $15,000 an ounce gold. I think there's too many people that would want to take profit very, very quick from their gold for it to hit that number. I mean, I don't know anyone, honestly, myself included, I don't know anyone that wouldn't sell all of their gold at that price. And myself, I'd put it in silver at that point. But I just, anybody, you know, when they see gold at that price, unless gold hits that price for, like, let's say gold doesn't actually hit $15,000 an ounce in today's money, but gold stays $2,000 an ounce, but the US dollar, like, you know, drops 7 or 8 times, 7 or 8 times less than what it's worth today. That would actually naturally making gold go up to $15,000 without the value of gold actually increasing at all. At that point, that's something you're like, all right, well, maybe I hang on to it, because gold's not actually increasing in value just because the gold trading is high, but because the value of our US dollar is dropping. And, you know, that's something we should really think about as well, as far as what the price of gold is going to do. But still, if we bring ourselves back down to reality, and in my opinion, of course, you know, I think that $2,000 an ounce gold is inevitable. In fact, I don't think that we will be anywhere close to the end of the month before we hit the number. I think it's coming much, much sooner, I think in the next week or two. Of course, you know, as I've said before, I don't actually know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just a guy on YouTube that likes precious metals, so I could be 100% wrong, and tomorrow could drop to $1,200 an ounce. I have no idea. My point being is that I personally think that it's going to be over 2,000 very, very quickly. And the thing about the $2,000 mark that is really exciting, and I said this about the $20 an ounce silver a while back, and it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. Again, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not making predictions like I know what's going to happen, but I just felt that, once silver crossed that $20 an ounce mark, that was it. That was the trigger that was just going to cause it to just skyrocket, and it did. And silver hit 20, and then 21, 22, 23. I mean, it just went so quick. As soon as it hit 20, it was just like. And I made the video, talking about how I think it was going to hit that dip, and it hit the dip, and that was a correction based off people selling to take their profits, out of their silver. So you buy silver at 18, it hits $26 an ounce. You're like, hey, that's a really good return. It's time to sell our silver and take some of those profits. It goes back down, we'll buy it back. So if you take 10,000 ounces of silver, you sell it at 26, it drops to 23. You can buy that same amount of silver back and still have like $1,000 left over, or you can just spend the entire $10,000 back into silver. And at that point, you have more silver than what you had before had you not done that. So it could be that number of scenarios. It could just be literally people taking their money out of the market because they wanted to take their profits. It could be someone selling because it was high, wait until it gets lower and buying back. It could be someone quite literally just taking all of their profit and then reinvesting the difference. So there's a number of reasons that could have happened. But like I said, I think gold is going to be hitting $2,000 an ounce very soon. And if we go back down to reality, though, I don't think you're going to see $2,500 an ounce gold very quickly. I think it'll take a while to get there, because I think once it crosses the $2,200 an ounce threshold, you're going to see a lot of people with a lot of money in gold that are ready to take some profit. So I think you're going to see a lot of resistance around $2,200 an ounce. That's just my opinion, of course. That being said, gold is on a bull run, so I could be 100% wrong. Just keep that in mind, guys. I don't have a crystal ball, and I'm certainly not a fortune teller, nor can I see the future. If I could, I'd be a gazillionaire living on a beach, but I'm not. Now, something else that has me excited about gold, and I actually read this in an article on Kitco this morning. I forget the artist. I think it was Anna G. We're just going to call her Anna G. She does a lot of articles for Kitco. And just so you know, I read a lot of articles on Kitco. I watch a lot of videos on Kitco. And, this got me really excited. And they were talking about the fact that investors seem to be showing a higher strength interest, or a stronger interest in physical gold. And so, in other words, the gold that they're holding in their hands, the stuff that you physically have on you instead of just in paper contracts like futures contracts. And she was talking to an analyst from Commerce Bank who said that according to traders, and I did write this down, I wrote down the entire quote, so I'm just going to read it to you. It says, according to traders, 102 tons of gold were delivered to the holders of expiring gold future contracts on the COMEX last Thursday. This also fits the picture of changed investor behavior. And again, he was talking about how investors are taking their orders of gold. They're actually taking delivery on their gold from futures contracts and things like that. He said physical deliveries on the COMEX have been rising for months. They totaled just 26 tons in February, 98 tons in April, and as much as 171 tons in June. So that's pretty crazy if you think about that. Just going from February to June, you're talking about 7 times as much gold was actually delivered physically, versus February. So that's really crazy in just 4 months. The see that kind of uptick. So it does show, a little bit of excitement around having the physical gold. And the question about something like that is that showing that people just don't trust the markets as much. I mean, I certainly don't. I don't have any interest in gold or silver future contracts outside of, maybe the ability to buy them and turn around and sell them for a quick profit. But as far as stacking, I stack physically, and that's what I want to have. I don't want to have a piece of paper saying that I have gold coming, or that I have silver coming, or that I have silver somewhere, or that I have gold somewhere. I want to have it physically in my hand, just like what you see right here with this Proof Gold Eagle. So to sum it up, I think that gold definitely is going to be crossing the $2,000 an ounce barrier. I think $2,200 an ounce. It's either going to skyrocket, or it's going to take a huge correction when people start taking profits. Just something to think about At least that's something that I'm thinking about right now. I think that it's going up, but I don't know if above $2,200 an ounce is safe. I certainly don't feel as bullish on it as I did a month or two ago, but I'm still pretty bullish on gold. But I'm much more bullish on silver right now. But that's for another video, because again, this video is about gold, because I am the gold seeker. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to me talk while you looked at my coin for a few minutes, because that's basically all I had for you today. It was just kind of a rambling. I just wanted to share with you my thoughts. And do me a favor, let me know down below what you think about what's going on right now with gold price, and are you invested in gold? Let me know. I'm interested in hearing from you in the comments. All right, guys, like I said, if you like videos like this and you want to see more like it before you go, make sure you like and subscribe. Outside of that, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I just want to quickly give a huge shout out to my awesome channel members. It's support like yours that make these videos possible. So once again, thank you. Guys, I left the video over there. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you go and check that one out as well. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'd appreciate a sub if you liked the content. Otherwise, thank you again, and we will see you next time.